Welcome back to another episode of the Purple Pill Podcast. My name is Robert, with my co-host Darren in LA, and we have a special guest this week. We have Trevor on the podcast.
Whoop, whoop.
How y'all been doing this week?
Fantastic, except for all this damn snow.
Yeah, this snow just came out of nowhere. Everybody be safe if you driving this, because it ain't looking good for some people out there. And from what I've seen so far,
it's Tokyo Drift out there. Aside of the snow, we're blessed, nothing less. That's what we do. So excited to be on the show. Appreciate y'all. Special occasion, 100th episode. So see what's good.
We've been meaning to get you on for a while now. So it's definitely good to have you at this point.
Yeah, we've been trying to get you on for at least 100 episodes. So this sounds about right.
I did some traveling this year. It was hard to get me on the line, but excited to be here, man. Definitely.
So, off the top of your head, I would like to ask you guys, what was your favorite moment out of the 100 episodes? I think I know LA's.
What was the question?
What's your favorite moment from our 100 episodes?
From 100 episodes.
But that's tough.
You should ask me this before so I could be prepped.
We got a lot. We got a lot of moments.
I like when y'all do the music reviews. I always find those intriguing. I don't know. I like those.
Yeah, that honestly, yeah. When we did our year wrap up, that was dope.
I think when we did the top 10 rappers, or when we rated the rappers like A pluses, and I had to fight to get Future in the top tier ranks. I had to fight.
That was tough. That was a fight. Yeah, that was a fight. That was a good one. That was actually a very good one, because I remember fighting to get ASAP in there too, and nobody, y'all was not budging.
No.
Y'all was not budging.
Is it ASAP as like Rocky, or is it ASAP?
Just Rocky. Yeah, it was just Rocky. They was not budging, Trevor. They was not budging.
Man, I mean, that's top 10.
I think he should have been in like the B plus. They was trying to put him in a C plus. I was like, nah, y'all tripping.
Ooh. I don't know. He's got hits.
Exactly.
He does, but we're talking about in this point. I'm not even gonna get into it.
Well, we don't need to get into it. Yeah. That was one of the episodes.
Yeah, the sandwich episode. Obviously, is one of my favorite moments.
I thought that was
Rob
what
probably
I was
loves the sandwich episode.
Nah, that shit was stupid. I'm still annoyed by that.
Rob, matter of fact, that's what we should bring back for the 100. So we gonna do the sandwich.
You want to do that sandwich episode again?
Man, I like barbecue sauce. You ain't gonna get me on a lot of sandwiches. I hate mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup. Man, none of that.
You don't even need that in the sandwich, Trev. I'm trying to tell you.
Man.
Here we go. Please, listen. I just wanted to bring that episode up though, because we know we get caught up on that sandwich episode too much. Any episode for our guests, any of our guests on it was also dope episodes for sure.
Shout outs to them.
All right. Well, let's get into our first episode. Our first topic is going to be, I don't know what you want to call it, a topic that we're checking back up on. I don't know how long ago we did this topic, but it was of the Army veteran getting pepper sprayed by two cops at a traffic stop. So we're going to go ahead and check on the update for that and see what's going on with his case. There we go.
Oh, yeah! Get out of the car! Yeah! Open the door! Get out! Stop!
A trial is underway against two officers who pepper sprayed and pointed guns at an Army veteran during a traffic stop in Virginia in 2020. Pepper sprayed and pointed guns at an Army veteran during a traffic stop in Virginia in 2020.
Oh, hold on. Let's go.
Lieutenant Cara Nazario is suing Windsor police officers Joe Gutierrez and Daniel Crocker for a reported $1 million, claiming assault and battery, unlawful imprisonment, and illegal search. Gutierrez and Crocker deny allegations of wrongdoing.
Take your seatbelt off and get out of the car. Go
The officers claim to have stopped Nazario for missing a rear license plate. They also say he didn't immediately pull over when they signaled to do so, instead driving to a gas station where he ultimately stopped his vehicle. Nazario told the officers at the time he wanted to pull over in a well-lit area. Once stopped, he stated he was afraid to get out of the car.
You should be. Get out. Get out. Get out the car. Get out now.
Nazario was handcuffed while officers searched his vehicle.
Why am I being really messed up?
He was not arrested during the incident and was not criminally charged. The incident was immediately investigated, and Officer Gutierrez was fired from the Windsor Police Department. The town reportedly said Crocker would undergo additional training, and he is still on the force. Neither officer will reportedly face criminal charges in connection with this stop. The trial is reportedly expected to last 5 days.
The car.
For Inside Edition Digital.
So
That's the latest update on the situation. That's from 11 days ago.
We
Go ahead,
have a
Darren.
new update.
I was about to say, yeah, there's an update. The court case is done, and he was suing for $1 million, and I'm pretty sure he got a little bit over $3,000.
I want to say it was $3,800.
Yeah, something like 3,800, something like that. And
The fact that the police officer was reacting like that, holding your gun sideways and saying you better feel that way. I mean, the pepper spray multiple times to the face, avoiding a hand gesture, like, and then to ultimately do nothing, not charge him, not arrest him, not anything. Good thing he did pull into that gas station.
in a well-lit area, yeah.
He knew. And can we play it back? Because I feel like the first camera angle of the thing, was the camera crew already there? How did they get this first camera angle? I'm very confused. Did they like call him up?
This one?
Yeah. Is this
He
another
was
cop?
awarded
This was-
$3,685.
This guy's just standing here looking at this cop
So I think this angle is of this
of the
cop.
chest, right? So you think that's that guy on the other side just looking at the other cop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look
Maybe.
at this. Look at this poor man. He can't even see. His hands are out the
Can't
window
open
the
his eyes.
whole time. He was explaining how he was feeling, and they just abusively and authoritatively grabbed that man out of the car.
This is why he wanted to be in a well-lit area, because he knew what
I
the fuck
swear.
was going on.
Man,
So what do you think
That's
was
so
going through
dirty.
the cops' brains during this moment?
Well, they said that he didn't have
what
a
was
license
what state
plate,
was this
right?
thing?
They say he didn't have a license plate, and that's what initiated the search. But he had the tags. Granted, it was dark,
Virginia?
maybe they couldn't see them.
Mm.
But after that, it was a series of unfortunate events. Like,
I will say, in Virginia, the CIA headquarters is there. There's a huge military presence in Norfolk. I would say that they would be on high alert if it was like Texas or a border state. Maybe they're smuggling some people in or something, and they just want to, they see no license plate, they want to pull it over and investigate. But in Virginia, I mean, I don't think that that's strange to me. But any car that doesn't have a license plate is more than likely going to get pulled over. I mean, they're just doing their job, but the way they handled the situation was, F minus. That was atrocious.
from what I saw, I was not a fan. Especially this man is,
Right.
protecting our country. Like, calm down.
Right.
Calm down. And then to be awarded only $3,600, like, that's a slap in the face.
That's
That,
that's not even medical bills.
and that's what my biggest question would be. Like, you asked, what was going through the cop's brain? I would ask you what was going through the judge's brain when he actually started to grant out, like, awarding,
Mm-hmm.
like, what's it called? Rewarding, not reparations.
Settling or whatever it may be.
I can read it
Damage.
off.
You're
Let's just say
walking-
damage.
One of the cops was ordered to pay $2,685 in damages with
read
no
the first
knowledge.
sentence. Read the first
I-
sentence. A federal
I'll
judge
read
in,
this
in
one.
Virginia on Tuesday found mostly in favor of the two police officers. You telling me you watched that video and you are in favor of the police officers in that situation.
You could have saw a different video too, though. But LA, what was you reading?
I was reading a different. I didn't know he had this pulled up. There was a jury, so the jury awarded him $1,000 in punitive damages afterwards the officer illegally searched his SUV. So the judge gave him $2,600 for the assault.
This is like,
I don't know what to tell you. Like,
and only one of the cops were fired, right?
Yeah,
'Cause he
the other
assaulted
one
the
is
man.
going to get more training.
that's crazy to me.
That is nuts. It's just
Like-
that's a crazy case.
You know how many times officers say I accidentally pulled out my my gun instead of my taser? Like, come on now. Like this is unnecessary.
That's training. That's basic. You need to have that.
Get the
You shouldn't even
know?
be in the field if you have a question about which side it's on.
Yeah, this is crazy. What else we got? Because this is wild.
Yeah. Prayers up for that dude, because I know that shit's not easy to get through.
$3,600. Oh my god, I'd be hot.
That's injustice.
All right. So our next topic is O.J. Simpson, one of the greatest running backs ever. Juror admits not guilty. Verdict was playback for Rodney King, which is hilarious because I promise you, the way I was told this story about O.J. Simpson, I thought O.J. killed his wife in the name of Rodney King.
I don't know.
Rob is young, y'all. Y'all just gotta let that go. Rob is
I
young.
I
don't
was
know
bro
anything
because I was
about
told
this.
about this in elementary school, and the way they made it seem like Rodney King happened. So for payback, O.J. killed his wife.
No.
I don't know about
That's
this.
how I was told as a kid. Then I
No.
learned that
Who?
when I in middle school. That's not true.
Who told you that?
Don't feed into it, Trev. Don't
No,
feed into
no,
it.
they didn't tell me that. That's how I wrapped my mind around it. That's what it sounded like to me.
Interesting.
But let's go ahead and check this video out.
We're gonna skip around this 3 minutes, 3.5.
Yeah, sure, we'll figure it out.
I actually thought I might pass out from shock. I was so astonished.
Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder upon Ronald Lyle Goldman.
One of the young guys, either one of the Goldman families or the Brown family, he said, "Murder, murder."
I was focused on Kim Goldman.
Convicted of at least one crime of murder of the first degree and one or more crimes of murder of the first or second degree to be not true.
It hurt me to know that I had to hurt somebody else like that. And I didn't want to. My mom and dad, just stoic. I'm the more emotional one. There was this deputy there, and I was like, "Can I leave?" And she goes, "You can't leave."
The other piece of this was that kind of, moment of triumph of Simpson. I remember thinking that gesture, that's a competitor. He had been through a big ordeal, he fought hard, and he won.
That's crazy. Where we going?
One of the jurors, I believe it was juror number 6, a male black, stood in the jury box and raised his fist like this.
Yeah.
What? This was a guy who presented as the most mild-mannered. And then we find out, yeah, he was a member of the Black Panthers years ago.
Right on.
Later, I was talking with the deputy sheriff. He had taken jurors to where they were released. He said all across this parking lot there was like high fives and cheers and smiles, and he said I heard it over and over. That was payback for Rodney King.
We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty of the crime of assault with a deadly weapon.
think that they're members of the jury that voted to acquit OJ because of Rodney King?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
How many of you think felt that way?
Oh, probably 90% of them.
90%?
Jeez.
You feel that way?
Yes.
That was payback.
Uh-huh.
You think that's right?
It is what it is.
The majority of the world or the majority of Americans think that we're
They
a
dug
group
up
of
that house and
idiots
found that
who
weapon.
didn't get it right. I think that the jury was made to be the scapegoat
jeopardy.
for their faults. It was a mistake to present Furman the way they did. It was a mistake to let Darden get up there and be a part of that case. Had they come correct, had they had the right attorneys up there putting on the case that they need to put on, they would have won. It wasn't payback. They messed up.
That's fire. I like that.
I think two things could be true. I think both things were true. Because I watched this before, and they did mess up. They messed up. When they say you shouldn't let OJ put on those gloves, that is facts. Like, that was stupid. This man had a white glove that was already on his hands, and then put the gloves on top of him and act like they didn't fit. Nah, it was multiple things with that case that was like, nah, y'all messed up. But at the same time, the 90s, that part of the 90s was tough. Like, let's be real. Like, Rodney King happened. This was before the camera phone invent, so before everything that we've seen in our time period since Mike Brown or whenever they started filming this. This is the very first time that happened. It just hit America different, man.
I don't know. This is crazy to me.
So, do we think? So, how do we think? Do we think is it okay that quote unquote black people got revenge for Rodney King? Do we agree with the lady that they just made a shitty argument at the end of the day, and it had nothing to do with Rodney King? It's like you still got to go out there and execute as lawyers. You still got to be good lawyers at the end of the day. Maybe they just got outclassed, because everything I've seen on the O.J. Simpson trial tells me the better lawyer, O.J.'s lawyers came up with a better argument and did a better job, and that's why O.J. got off.
I mean, at the end of the day, in court, that's what it is, but it doesn't make it right, does it?
It's not, and that's what I'm saying. Like, when the interviewer asked, "Is it right?" I don't think the answer is it right or wrong. I think it is what it is. Rodney King killers or Rodney King's people who assaulted him like that, not still being able to be cops and have nothing actual legally happen to them is just as wrong as this. Two wrongs don't make a right, but at the end of the day, this is human nature. We're humans at the end of the day. We're not
true
angels. I'm sorry, like, we're not.
I have a question. Tell me if I'm wrong, but because I don't know all the facts about the O.J. Simpson trial, but I know a couple of things. Didn't who would you call it? The prosecution, was it one of their main witnesses, a police officer that was a part of I don't know if he was a part of the KKK, but he was definitely a white supremacist, and the defense proved that he was a white supremacist? Explain that.
So no, it was the cop who was there at the scene. He picked up something like important, like the glove or something. Where he found it at, he was very important. Essentially, he found it like the driveway or something, but he picked it up before they were able to take pictures or something like that. Long story short is, when Rodney King happened, he was actually on a voice recording saying pretty much, yeah, that nigga got what he deserved. Like, da da da.
Oh, wow.
When they actually played it, everybody was like, what the fuck? Like, he was supposed to be their, what's it called, white knight, essentially, for the case. The guy who stainless record, da da da. They got him on there. They got that out. The thing is, they tried to put him back on the stand after that whole thing came out too. It didn't work. It didn't work well for him. That OJ case is going to be studied forever, because it's one of those type of. It's the ultimate case of public opinion got involved with this case. It was the first case where cameras were allowed in the courtroom. So all of America's watching this play out every day.
This is what started the Kardashians too.
Yes,
Yep.
it did.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Fun fact.
Oh, Bruce back then.
They were
Back in the day.
So this
Triathlete.
is a completely separate question. So we always talk about how Kim Kardashian doesn't have any talent. Is she a lawyer prodigy? Because her dad was considered one of the most important lawyers in American history.
I don't know.
Is she a
Isn't
prodigy?
she trying to be a lawyer?
Yes.
Last time I looked at her TV show with Brit, I'm pretty sure she was becoming a lawyer or something.
I think she wants to help in the getting felons out of
Yeah.
wrongful sentences.
Something like,
or something like that. Yeah.
good for her.
I don't think she's a prodigy personally. I'm no disrespect to her dad.
What is the word prodigy? Define it. Can you Google? Maybe we might be wrong.
I just feel like her dad was important to the case, but I think he was more of such a friend of OJ that it's one of those like, if I was a lawyer and one of my friends got in trouble, no matter what, put me on the case type thing. That's what it seemed like more so.
A person, especially a young one, endowed with exceptional qualities or abilities.
No, I don't think she is.
Absolutely not.
Don't pull up the young her. They don't even look like her.
I'm with you.
What else we got?
All right. So next topic. It says.
Let me
go ahead.
So, sports betting hit Ohio at the beginning of the year, 2023. Whoop, whoop. For all the people who ran through their free bets or whatever, you know what it's like on all these platforms and stuff. I've been sports betting at least, so I think it's fun. But I do it responsibly. I don't put too much into it. Whatever. This is a warning sign to everybody who's started sports betting. We don't gotta watch the whole video, but yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna pay for it, bro. We bet it last night on the game. Bro, I swear to God, I ain't got some money, bro. Right, bro. Bro, I ain't 2,500 on Dallas last night, bro. This man been running all day, bro. Bro, the Cowboys lost, bro. Bro, the Cowboys lost, right? The Cowboys lost, bro. I swear to God, the Cowboys lost. Nah, Cowboys won, bro. Bro, Tampa beat Cowboys. Who won the game?
Sweating.
Bro, I don't mean to come in y'all.
This is South. This has to be the
I'm
South.
not gonna play my money though, bro.
Why are you confronting That's the Bible? Where are we?
Should I pay you that week? Nah,
Pay that,
man. I need paper, bro.
So this is a bookie?
They got classic Bernie Mac in the background.
Come outside.
You can pause right there for a second. What were you saying?
This your folk.
Clearly, they're in Dallas.
It gets crazier. But go ahead. What was y'all saying?
Was he his bookie? Why was he asking him for money? Did they have an internal bet?
That's what it sounds
Yeah, I think so. It's just a bet between two people that knew that
Okay.
that maybe they don't even know each other. Essentially,
He was
I
running
think
his
this-
mouth. He a
Yeah,
barber
this is-
running his mouth type shit.
He said they lost. They all looking like,
No, they didn't. He didn't lose, dog.
Dog,
man.
this
your
is
phone's
on
right there.
Monday
Check the
Monday
score.
night's game too.
Oh, this is the playoff game.
Yeah, this is the Monday night game that just happened.
He came booted with his cowboy jersey. Hell no, they ain't lose. Nigga.
So, bro, here's my thing, bro. If you're making that big of the bet, you gotta give the money to somebody to hold, like escrow or something. Like give it to like a
Sure.
friend that you can trust for that big of money. Because I know niggas, he's ready to fight, homie.
Yo, he's about to whoop his ass. He just won a $2,500 bet. Pay me.
Wait, go ahead. Keep playing the video, and then at like 2 minutes, skip over like the 3 minutes.
He got the hammer on him too.
I don't know about football. I don't watch football. Bro, hold on, bro. Cowboys won last night. Last night, bro. Give him money, bro. You got this man clutching in. I say, about this motherfucker. I'm gonna edit this bitch up. Bro. Bro, come on, bro. Get my money, bro. Real shit. Let's step outside with him.
Why are you gaslighting him like that?
Who making a bet?
Hit it like me. Outside the back, hit it like me. That's how we doing around here.
Depends on he ready. Anybody got black forces?
Come here, what's I need you? 2,500, bro. I need that, bro. What the hell you got going on, man? I thought I had some money, make some money, get a better shit. And that's my bad, bro. I ain't gonna disrespect nobody. I'm a good dude, bro. I ain't gonna do it. But y'all, you get over here, yeah. Like, I ain't nothing to do with whatever y'all got going on. Take that shit about my son. I need to ride, Joe. I need my paper first.
All right, you can skip ahead a little bit. Skip ahead to about like 4.5. Yeah. All right. So you pause right there. Pause right here. Pause right here. At this point,
they get the angle on him too.
At this point, actually go back at the 4-minute mark exactly.
A whole new
Well, I'm gonna
comedian's up on
explain it.
stage. That's how long these niggas been arguing for.
4 minutes. He said 4 minutes.
Where we going?
Go just at the 4-minute mark. He asked his homie to help borrow some money, essentially.
So nah, that's another mistake.
Because
That's
look,
another mistake.
but look, before this is skipped out, I skipped out on this, but dude was like, "Look, is this your man's?" Because he was like, "Look, I'm about to fight him. If you come out here, you're gonna get fought too." Essentially, and that's when he was like, "Nah, let me borrow the money, man."
Mitch just got money like that in his pocket at the bar.
Bruh, you might. We go ahead.
You know what this is, Trev. Come on,
man.
Homie's never getting his money
Y'all,
back.
both of y'all, you counting it up for him? What we doing? Bro, just chill, bro. I'm a good dude, bro. Bro, how I supposed to know you a good dude, bro? How I supposed to know you a good dude? Man, you supposed to know begging, yo. You supposed to know something about the nigga you begging.
Hey, those are facts. Oh, goodness.
Darren, you should tell me. You should tell me about this, bro. This should have been our wallpaper right here.
Yo, this is the most important thing. Know who the fuck you betting against.
Yo.
That was the most
My man
important
said-
thing I got from this.
you said I was a good dude.
Worst part
Who
about
the
it is-
Cowboys play?
Please stop recording me, bro.
Hey, man.
Oh. Hey, he gonna make it out of the store, but he still
So
owes
his
that
friend
money.
gave about 500. He had the other 2,000.
Okay.
I need my money, man. For real.
He already gave him the 2. This is the last 5 that he borrowed from his friend.
He was recording him the whole time. Imagine the dude recording and he like, yo, can you buy me like 500? What?
200. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Well, hold on, though. I got a haircut for right now. $100. Come on. You need to get a haircut with all that energy you got. Come on, bro. Come on, get a haircut with all that energy you got, bro.
Always hustling.
$100.
True
Always
hustle.
hustling. You niggas are about to shoot a
Yo.
brother. They're like, nah, go get a haircut.
Yeah,
He's
fuck
like, nah,
me.
I'm gonna get out of here, bro. I got 2,500 on me. I'm getting out of here.
Yo.
Man, 25.
I love black people.
That man just tried me.
Don't get out of here.
Niggas
I
say
should have
this,
stayed
bro.
home. I knew I should have stayed home today, man. I'm gonna have $500 out of my damn pocket. I ain't even get cut up yet.
He just, but on the real shit, he just sat here for his life. For $500,
He did.
that's priceless.
He did. Dude on
But
the
I
right,
don't get a
can't
haircut for
believe.
free for the rest of my fucking life.
Dude on the right's like, man, I can't even believe what I just watched. What the hell?
Yo, you gotta know who you betting.
Keep the video one more time. Keep it going one more time.
And you lost your job.
The real messages are right here.
He didn't say thank
Yeah,
you.
you got going on, man. How you out here betting these niggas to be on the I thought you already gonna win. Man. Bro, how you gonna put all your hard-earned money behind a win a football game, bro?
That's controlled by reps.
Come on,
That
bro.
would be bought. You should never bet on sports.
Hell no.
Bet on pool. Like you bet, we want to go shoot some pool? We can bet on that. I control
Poutine, I'll bet it on the go.
He 45.
Bro, can you please stop recording me?
I got you.
I got you, bro. It's done.
Bro,
He
he's
ain't even.
45.
Oh,
That's crazy.
what is wrong with him?
He said, you want me
Oh,
to send it to you?
shit. Oh,
Yo,
shit.
when
In his
it gets
defense,
out of
in
control,
homie's
you gotta
defense,
stop betting. That's what I'm talking about.
LA. In
We're not
homie's
making
defense,
$2,500 bets.
Regardless,
That's crazy. In homie's defense, though, Tom Brady's never lost to the Cowboys until Monday.
It doesn't. It's more. It takes more than one man.
That's tough.
He was trying everything in his power not to give him that money.
Like, he played
Everything in
so
his
dumb.
power.
He played
he
so
pulled
dumb.
up to his job.
He said he been ducking me all day.
He said, "This nigga
They
been hiding
lost.
all day. Where's my money, bro? I
What are you
need it."
talking about? They lost.
Nah. He was asking everybody to shop. Didn't they lose?
Everybody in there was like, "What are you talking about?"
They said, and he got the nerve to have trust issues on his hoodie. Boy, this young generation, I tell you.
Man, I just wanted to put that in there as a warning. That's everybody who is sports betting. Know who you betting against, because obviously your life could be on the line if you bet too much money.
Facts. Keep them short. Keep them sweet.
Try to.
All right. So this next video is called 1,000 Ways to Die. This is why you don't leave ammo on the table at the gun range.
And he missed my foot.
Oh, gut shot.
That trap man could have just.
He didn't even hit you. What was he doing?
Hey, the chambers are hot when it comes out the gun.
Yeah.
It was probably igniting the other bullets that are in there. Definitely don't leave them open like that. You got to close the box, dude.
At least close the box.
At least close.
This also a warning for everybody who's just shooting, because I've been to the gun range my very first time, and the shell ricocheted and went to my hoodie, and that's why I don't wear hoodies to the gun range anymore, because that shit was hot going down my back.
I mean,
Hot as
imagine
fuck.
if it was shooting that other gun. I mean, I'm
Oh.
sure those shells would have came out a lot quicker.
Yeah. You be like, what the fuck just happened? Yeah.
Rob, you got any take on this?
I don't know a lot about guns, but so basically what you guys are saying is the bullet can ignite one of the bullets on the table and
The
shoot
shell.
at him and hit himself in the stomach or lower areas. That's what I'm getting.
An empty shell is hot coming out the chamber.
So I have a
Because
question.
it provides an ignition to ignite the bullet out of the gun with the powder.
So I have a
What's
question.
the question?
How hot do you have to get a bullet for it to like
That's a Google question.
explode?
I assume a lighter could do it. Firecracker.
That's what I was about to ask. Can you like set it off with a lighter on accident?
A lighter or firecracker. I assume any flame type heat.
Yeah, I don't think that's an accident though. Like,
I don't think you want to Google this, just so you know.
yeah, I don't think you want to either, because
Why? Am I
one of
gonna
the
be put
topics
on a
that we
list or
got
something?
coming up.
I don't think you want to be on a list because of the next topic.
In my defense, I'm probably already on all the lists.
Oh no.
I'm with you. Don't worry.
But yeah, imagine if that shell, if the bullet was actually facing towards him on the table.
God help him.
Yeah.
One of
Yeah,
my main
bro.
mantras in life is when you lose, don't lose the lesson. So
This man lost the lesson, Trev.
he has not learned yet.
So Brian Walshy allegedly, now has been charged with murdering his wife, and I think this was the nail in the coffin for him. So as they read off the things that this man did, let's just watch his reaction and tell
All right.
me how you feel.
All right. So can we make some guesses before we get into this? Darren,
Go
what do
for
you think is going to be on his Google?
How to get rid of a body without somebody knowing, or how to dismember a body or some shit like that. I mean, that's how I would imagine. That's what I would imagine.
Trevor?
In this case.
I mean, that's probably pinpoint. I haven't seen it yet, so I have no idea. But
I haven't seen
I'm
it
sure
either.
it's gonna be off the wall.
So here's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing he's going to try to look up the scene from Breaking Bad, how to dispose of a body.
The tub scene.
Yeah. That's what I'm.
Make
That's
sure
what I'm
that
putting my
tub
money
is
on.
right.
Let's see how close you are.
On January 1st, defendant Googled using his son's iPad. Some of his searches are as follows. Keep in mind that the defendant said he left at 6 a.m. At
His son's
4:55
iPad, too.
a.m. on January 1st, he searched how long before a body starts to smell. At 4:58 a.m., how to stop a body from decomposing. At 5:20 a.m., he searched how to embalm a body. At 5:47 a.m., 10 ways to dispose of a dead body with real
10 ways, Trevor.
At 6:25 a.m. on the 1st, how long for someone to be missing to inherit? At 6:34 a.m. on the 1st, can you throw away body parts? At 9:29 a.m., what does formaldehyde do? At 9:34 a.m. on the 1st, how long does DNA last? At 9:59 a.m., can identification be made on partial remains? At 11:34 a.m., dismemberment and the best ways to dispose of a body. At 11:44, how to clean blood from wooden floor. At 11:56 on the 1st, luminol to detect blood. At 1:08, what
Damn,
happens
she got a
when
big
you
ass
put
forehead.
body parts in ammonia? At 1:21 p.m., is it better to throw crime scene clothes away or wash them? Those were on the January 1st. There was also information gained from the defendant's phone, which showed on January 2nd, he was at Home Goods in Norwell, where he purchased 3 rugs.
All right, so don't
Nail
you
in
think
the
he
coffin.
should have? I feel like he should have Googled this shit like maybe like a week before, not like the day of,
Hold on,
like
hold
right
on.
before
You
you
know
do
what the
it.
first thing he said was? That was my son. It was on his iPad.
Yep.
That was my son.
I
don't know
guarantee
why.
he did, yeah. But he went to the store and bought the rugs.
It's crazy to me how people just are oblivious to how technology, all that shit's logged.
Right. Logged.
Like, come on, man. What you
Not
told everyone you didn't do it, and all they had to do was check your Google.
Plead guilty. Just plead guilty right there.
Yo,
The second they pull that shit out, just plead guilty, bro.
Man
Save
using
the
a
court.
VPN did not know what a VPN was.
fucking
that's all you
VPN,
needed
bro.
for real,
Like,
right?
come on, like
You
if
done
you're about to
that.
do this, you should already be prepared. Don't do it and then be like, okay, how do I get rid of it?
That is.
Stupid.
You see that dog right there with the cupcakes? That's my look right now.
In the courtroom, I promise you, like,
How?
dog, what?
Rob had the audacity to talk about her forehead. Man, she's 6
Rob,
feet
right,
under.
Rob. Let's look at
Man.
the top 3 comments, Rob.
He
She
must
got
have
a
searched.
5 head.
He must have searched first about how to get yourself convicted of murder the fast and easy way. Step 1, murder someone. Step 2, Google like a motherfucker.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he thought incognito mode would save him. No,
Not even close, bud. You find out
They said-
incognito is nothing.
They said NordVPN should use this as an advertisement.
Pretty much, dog.
That's tragic.
But how quick can I get the life insurance policy?
Yo.
So I have
Like,
a
you
question.
did it.
I have a
You
toxic
did
question.
Case
I have a
closed.
toxic question for y'all. What do you think she did?
She didn't do shit. He looks like a piece of shit.
You don't just start googling how to murder the motherfucker out of nowhere. She had to
She
do
was
something
probably gonna
at
be-
that
Apparently
moment.
that life
Yeah,
policy
life
was
insurance is
nice.
involved. She probably just wanted life insurance, and that's all. That's probably all she did. Was part of life
probably just
insurance.
wanted to
Said
Google
she
it.
was fine when she was working, but when she said she wanted to retire, that's when I was cashing in.
Crazy.
Wrong.
Oh, that's horrible. How long
What do you-
how long
what
of
do you
jail
think,
sentence
Rob?
does he get? Is he life?
Google him.
Yeah. Oh.
Brian Walshy.
Without a doubt. I mean, that's a closed case right there, right?
Yeah, it's
that
all pretty
is-
close.
that is-
That's why I
that
say,
is
bro, just
plain. But that is
serve
black and white.
serve your time.
Played it
Don't
in
worry
black.
about going to court because there's no way.
Did you type
If I'm a
update?
lawyer, how do you even take this case?
Everybody deserves to get
4 days ago.
what?
And he's still pleading not guilty. Oh my god.
Used his son's iPad.
He's probably just said his son did it.
That's what I'm saying though. They got him on camera buying rugs, man. like there's nothing.
They also said in Breaking Bad, you gotta buy that shit from different stores.
No, do the DNA evidence search history led to murder charge.
Dumpster had led to charge a husband murder.
Look at that.
He was arraigned.
He threw the clothes away. He should have disposed of it. Google was wrong.
Google goes, all right, we're updating it. We're about to roll up the patch.
That sucks. So these 3 young kids aren't going to have parents for the rest of their lives.
The murder and well, I mean,
Yeah, bro. I don't know what will make you. Bro, you just gotta get the divorce at that point. I'm sorry to say it. Like, it should never come to you looking up this many ways of how to get rid of a body.
Rather than divorce.
Divorce is expensive. You gotta pay for lawyers. You gotta lose half your money.
His wife looked up what's the best state to divorce for a man. Ooh.
So guess what I learned? I heard the worst state is California. Apparently they fuck you over in California. They said I forget the comedian's name, but it's a white comedian. He got divorced from his black wife, and he said he filed in Ohio because they're way more fair to men in Ohio than they are in California. If you file for divorce in California, they will take everything from you.
They take everything from you anyways. You see those taxes?
I was about to say, in Cali, you literally pay to go outside.
Gary
That's
Owen?
what it is.
Are you breathing?
Y'all know who Gary Owen is?
That's by the second.
Yeah, Gary Owen.
Yeah, so
Great
apparently he got
Owen.
divorced
Great
from his
classic.
wife, and he had to play like tag with her so she can get the divorce to happen in Ohio.
All right, what's
It's
next?
Surprise. Ultimately, bro, just get the divorce. It shouldn't come down to somebody getting killed. That's the way I look at it.
It's illegal to say.
All right, so this is I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this show. It's called The Whitest Kids You Know. This is called It's Illegal to Say. I'm not going to show it, but I will have the audio.
Hi, I'm Trevor Moore. Did you know that it's illegal to say I want to kill the President of the United States of America? It's illegal.
What the
It's
fuck?
a federal offense. It's one of the only sentences that you're not allowed to say. Now, it was okay for me to say it right then because I was just telling you that it's illegal to say I want to kill the President of the United States of America. I'm not actually saying it. I'm just letting you know that it's illegal to say that. It's kind of like a public service. I'm letting you know so that you don't accidentally go out and say something like that. But what's interesting is that it's very illegal to say, I really, really think someone out there should kill the President of the United States of America. That's illegal, extremely illegal, very, very illegal, but not illegal to say with a mortar launcher. Because that's its own sentence. It's an incomplete sentence, but it may have nothing to do with the sentence before that. So that's perfectly fine, perfectly legal. I also found out that it's incredibly illegal, extremely illegal to go on television and say something like the best place to fire a mortar launcher at the White House would be from the roof of the Rockefeller Hewitt building because of minimal security and you'd have a clear line of sight to the president's bedroom. Insanely illegal. Ridiculously, recklessly, insanely illegal. Yet even more illegal to show an illustrated diagram. Insanely illegal. Ridiculously, horribly felonious, because they will come to your house in the middle of the night and they will lock you up. Extremely against the law. One thing that is technically legal to say is that we have a group that meets Fridays at midnight under the Brooklyn Bridge, and the password is 6 Semper Tyrannis.
Oh my goodness.
That's not okay.
Is that great comedy, or
I didn't
is that
laugh
what do
once.
you call that?
Trying to get pulled up on?
Yeah, that's probably what I would call it as well. It's probably the best way of. It's not funny. I would say that. It's
We
not that funny.
absolutely do not agree with what was just shared. As a
No, none of us
disclaimer.
said that.
No.
Yeah, I don't get
No,
it.
that wasn't funny.
That lost me.
I think it's clever from a precision of language standpoint, where you make the subject the reason why you can't say something, so it's kind of being used as an academia sentence rather than an opinionated statement. So that's why you can get away with saying that. But no, that's
Oh,
not
so
funny.
apparently he passed away a couple years ago. I didn't know that.
You know what they say? The more you fuck around,
Find out.
the more you find out.
He found out. 'Cause he
It,
was
it
fucking
was
around.
it was a form of comedy, I guess. At some point, maybe it's just lost to us, but it was entertaining. I enjoyed it.
All right. So I want to get you guys' opinions on this. We're gonna watch the news story of it. But this man was, I'm pretty sure this was during COVID. This man was outside of his store front, and there was a homeless lady outside his store. So he started spraying her with water. I'm gonna let you guys watch the video, and I want to get your guys' opinion on this.
New at 10, a man caught on camera hosing down a homeless woman in the city of San Francisco. This video tonight sparking outrage. And this evening, we are hearing from that man who says he was frustrated, and tonight he is sorry. KTVU's Amber Lee live in the city. And Amber, that video, again, touching off a lot of nerves here.
Absolutely, Mike. We're on Montgomery Street where the incident took place. There is a strong police presence out here tonight. An officer tells me they will be here 24/7 to make sure there's no violence after businesses that had nothing to do with the incident received threats.
This video posted on social media of a man spraying water at a homeless woman in San Francisco on Montgomery Street in the Jackson Square area is sparking outrage and backlash. The man is art gallery owner Collier Gwynn. He tells me the video shows only part of what happened.
How I snapped, and that I apologize for tremendously. That's not myself.
Gwynn says the homeless woman first showed up in the area 2 weeks ago. He says he allowed her to sleep in his doorway for 4 days. Gwynn and other area business owners tell me they called police multiple times over her disruptive behavior and that they tried to get her help, but that she refused to leave and refused services.
Pulling her hair, screaming, yelling. She's psychotic. She's hallucinating.
On Monday morning, Gwynn says he was cleaning the street with a hose and repeatedly asked her to move and became frustrated when she refused. I asked him if he was sorry his actions were caught on video or that he thought what he did was wrong.
I'm totally sorry that I reacted where I tried to move her and did so in a way that was, not the right way.
The notion of anybody treating another human being like that on our streets is just gut-wrenching and horrible.
Supervisor Aaron Peskin represents that district. He says the homeless woman is known to authorities and neighbors both here in this area and nearby North Beach.
I've been in touch with the police. As far as I'm concerned, this is assault.
The front door of Gwynn's business was broken. He says it happened Tuesday afternoon and that it was backlash for spraying water on the homeless woman. He says 3 men he doesn't know came to confront him.
They smashed the window. I'm not surprised. I understand people get outraged when they see things like that.
Supervisor Peskin tells me police are investigating this matter. He says Gwynn should face consequences for his actions. A fire department spokesman says a crisis response team on routine patrol was able to engage the homeless woman, which resulted in her accepting city services. Mike?
What's your guys' initial reaction to that? How do you feel about that in general?
Y'all can go first.
I'll probably be pretty comprehensive here. Despicable to treat somebody like that. Initial response, knowing that it is in San Francisco, they have the largest homeless problem in the country. They have an app on both major platforms called the Poop app, where you can track piles of poop and take pictures of it and document it so that the city can find it and clean it up. that's definitely one of their most pressing issues in San Francisco. So I'm sure that, he's not the only business owner that has been faced with something like this, like housing the homeless for days, or, having backlash for it. But at the same time, they said that she was known by city reps, by state reps, by everybody. And apparently this probably isn't the only altercation that she's been a part of. Yet nothing is honestly ever done about it to, correct the homeless issue that they have. And they build programs out to give clean needles so people can have a safe place to use hardcore drugs. That doesn't sound like a safe society you're building to it. So I don't know. All in all, not some way you should treat a human being, but San Francisco is a cesspool of corruption and, injustices.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You shouldn't spray people with hoses. Like, that's demeaning as a person. I get it. At the same time, this man has a business run, and you're blocking his entrance to his business with your belongings, your home. He allows you to sleep there for X amount of days. At some point, a rational person would understand, like, my days are numbered. But as they said, she was irrational, psychotic, unhinged, whatever you. Professional services, I feel like, should have came within those 4 or 5 days. So I mean, personally, me, like, after day 2, I would have been caught doing crazy shit. Like, you gotta go. I'm amazed he made it that long. So
I hear you.
I don't know.
I think it's partly on the city as well. Like ultimately, he did call people, and it sounded like they didn't really remove her from the premises or get her the proper help. So he's going to get all the backlash, but in reality, some of the backlash needs to fall on either the city officials or the city for not actually taking care of the homeless issue.
Maybe they could take some of this divorce settlement money to the city.
That's a great idea.
Take it from the woman and give it to the city. See how that works.
A change of city elected officials would be nice too. I believe, Nancy Pelosi just finished, but she ran that city for like 50 years or something, 60 years. I mean,
that's crazy. That's just crazy. That is crazy.
Kamala Harris also had a district in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean,
I can see it from both perspectives. But what I'll always come back to, what his actions were deplorable at the end of the day.
Deplorable. Yeah.
But from his standpoint, making an argument for him, if you've called the police, if you have things in within your city or district where they're supposed to come and help these homeless people, give them a place to stay, so they're not in front of your business, possibly ruining people from coming into your business, that's on the city. Now, I'm with LA. At a certain amount of time, you're going to feel like you need to take things into your own hands.
Yeah.
The only thing worse that he could have did was try to physically move her. And
Oh,
that would have been like
he
even
would've
a
been out of
whole,
business.
that would have been even, I think, worse, because it would be like him trying to fight this homeless lady, and that would probably make his business even look worse. But I think he was in a lose-lose situation at the end of the day, because she wasn't going to move. She just wasn't going to move. And she's been there that long, and people know about it. She wasn't going to move. And
You know
I
what I
think this
would've
is a big
done?
reason a lot of people are leaving California.
You know what I would have done to get her to move?
Set her on fire.
Damn, come on now. Rob.
Come on, Rob. Damn, that's dark as fuck on
Robert.
Sunday.
You know when we was younger and they used to have those stink bombs?
That's a good idea.
I would have just threw the stink bomb out there. After 2 or 3 of those, you would have left.
What about the poop spray? Spray some poop.
That's
spray.
what I was thinking. Put her like under her nose.
I mean, she is a homeless woman. I mean, she's not
I mean,
smelling like
after
Bath,
so long,
Bath and Beyond.
after so long, it's gonna work.
Bath and Body Works.
Here's another
Honestly.
thing. All these people trying to defending her. Yes, he was wrong for doing it, but let's not act like you guys went on the street to try to help this lady out. Stop that.
Right.
I
If she
think
was in
it's
front of your house, would you
fake
be cool about it?
morality.
Come on, man.
I think it's fake
Okay.
morality.
I will
Yeah.
say, hold on.
Go ahead.
I did in college. I did a project on a graphic because I was curious about the number of homeless people in the U.S. You know, children, veterans, the whole nine, and how many humanless homes there were. So we had homeless humans and humanless homes, and I was really curious about, you know, how could we solve the issue of the homeless, because there's under 1 million homeless in America. I think there's estimated between, it was like 485 to 750,000 homeless, from like children, veterans, every single person, runaways, etc. And when I looked at the research through real estate around the nation, obviously most of these homes are they're going to be vacant. How many vacant homes are nationwide? Obviously most of them are bank owned, so you know they stay vacant. But over 16 million homes in America lay vacant, you know, with no humans, no plan to sell and stuff like this, just because it's, you know, additional assets and that, you know, banks can hold. So, you know, it would easily be able to find a system to, you know, house these humans and still have 15 million homes vacant. But obviously, you know, location specific, there's, you know, higher densities of homelessness, and some areas may have less homes that are vacant and stuff like that. You know, there's probably a lot of vacant homes in Wyoming. You know, nobody's moving there. They actually will pay you to move there. But yeah, I thought it was curious in college how many actually empty homes there are compared to how many homeless people there are in America.
So you just gave me a great idea. So you're telling me they pay you to move to Wyoming?
Oh yeah, they'll pay you a few $1,000s.
So here's what I'm thinking. Tell me if I'm wrong. We take a state. Let's say a state nobody gives a shit about, like North Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
We just move
There's
all
people
the
that
homeless
live
people
in
to
North Dakota, Rod.
No, let the man finish.
We move all the homeless people to North Dakota, and
Okay.
we put like a big ass fence. Let's just use Donald Trump's wall. We build a wall around North Dakota. We drop them in there. We just have like food drops fly over.
Is this Squid Game or something? What,
Thank you,
Rob,
man.
this is not this. That sounds like a concentration camp.
It is a concentration camp.
You can't round up people and put them in a fence and feed them from care packages.
Just
What is
remember to
this?
delete that part
That
out.
sounds
Rob.
like some Mr. Beast, you know, video that's coming out in 2024 or something, man.
But think about it. We're
No.
dropping them off food. We can drop them off McDonald's. What's if McDonald's just comes once a
Oh
week?
my god.
I want to remove myself from this topic.
Yeah, because Rob tripping. I
I'm just
understand.
trying to come
I
up
brought
with
in some good
conclusions.
statistical information, and Rob's pulling scenarios
Yeah.
out here that are
Let me go ahead and put the warning out there. Rob's views does not reflect on the rest of the people that are on the Purple Pill podcast or the Purple Pill podcast as an organization. These are Rob's views, and they remain Rob's views. Only Rob's
That
views.
is Rob's idea. Rob's idea. I'm just trying to come up with solutions. That's all I'm
I
saying.
already told you there's 16 million vacant homes and only 750,000 homeless. That sounds like a no-brainer to me.
That seems like
They can
not
move
that
them
much.
wherever the damn house is. I don't care. They'll be housed.
I think Rob did come up to a specific problem that would remain though: food. Like you can have a house, but if you ain't got food,
Yes, there needs to be an integration on, you know, gaining your citizenry back, you know, finding a part-time job, finding a way to become independent again. Because the problem is people stay dependent on the system. A lot of homeless people do, you know, they live through dependency. And in America, you know, it's the American dream, and you got to work your ass off to, you know, get out of the rat race. But you know, a job is one of the first steps to being independent and being self-sufficient. You should be an adult and be self-sufficient. If you're
Well-
30, 40 years old living with your mom, you know, you got some learning to do.
I would argue that that's the reason that they're in California as well.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
they're getting spoon-fed out there.
Like that their
Well,
government officials give them a lot just
a
for
question.
being a human.
have a
And it's
question.
crazy to me. They'll prompt the issues and say, they will acknowledge what's happening in their city. They will get funding for it and then not put a single dollar towards it.
Exactly.
Drives me insane.
Corruption, like you said before.
Like I said,
I have a question.
one of the most corrupt.
So what you said? There's like 757,000 homeless.
Roughly
roughly.
between I think 485,000 to 750,000 homeless from
This was
children to
before COVID.
veterans. This was
Okay.
before COVID when I was in college.
Gotcha.
That was 2012 to 2017.
Do you even know what percentage of that is in California?
I don't off the top of my head, but I'm sure it's probably a majority.
Okay.
The weather's all consistent there, so
Right.
it'll make
That's
sense.
what I was thinking too. With
I would-
lax
I mean-
government, good weather, and people that don't care. Like they got whole cities that are homeless cities. Isn't like
Skid Row.
There's a whole like it's ridiculous. They'll move out to the desert and they got these whole like
Yep.
bazaars and stuff that are set up for them to just live homelessly.
Mhm.
All right.
I
So
don't know
listen to
if
this stat.
that's an adjective, but
California accounted for 30% of the country's
30%.
homeless population in 2022.
So that's
Despite making
about-
up than less than 12% of the total population.
Wow. A lot of people
Yeah. I want to
People are
stay.
leaving California because of the homeless problem.
coming to Ohio.
partially.
Ohio, going to
there's a
Texas.
lot of reasons why they're leaving. That is one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Their
I-
cost of living is astronomical.
Ridiculous. They come to
now-
Ohio and be like,
They get
Man.
paid more.
they be like, dang, like, bruh, my check go a lot further out here than not back there. Like for real. Gas prices are at least $2 usually on average, more than what you're paying here, I think. So yeah.
Now, I mean, it's something to look at cost of living, and then their average salary too. Because I mean, they do get paid more, but they get more taken out, and then everything costs more. So
Yeah, because your check is going to help the homeless.
clean needles for the drug addicts.
All right. So we just hit our
Narcan.
hour mark. We just hit our
My fault,
hour
just
mark.
saw-
Do we want to wrap up or do we want to do like a couple funny things before we wrap up?
Let's do it on a couple funny things. Y'all go with that?
Oh, we definitely got to
Unless
do
y'all
this
got-
one. No, we definitely got to do this one. I'm telling you.
All right. Can you introduce it for us?
Okay, so this is an old video, man. So it went viral years ago for it being in Louisiana, and you get some of that Bayou accent. But there was this fad. They used to put whistle tips on the mufflers of cars, and they would start screeching through town, loud as hell. And right off it was like week one, they started doing this in the city. People already started complaining to the city, like, we need to outlaw these things, and I can't be doing this. I've tried this and that, and to no avail. So they interviewed some of the people that made the complaints, and they also interviewed the people who started installing the whistle tips on the cars. And it's pure hilarity. I had to share it, man. I had to put this one in the podcast. It's classic.
All right, Bet. Let's go ahead and check it out.
The latest rage for kids is driving parents and entire neighborhoods crazy. It's called a whistle tip, and it's welded inside a car's muffler to make the car screechingly loud for nearly a mile. Well, tomorrow night, Oakland residents will be complaining officially to City Hall officials. Prom 4's Mark Jones has the story live in Oakland this evening. Mark.
Is it an Oakland?
Pam,
Maybe
city
it is
residents have been told this noise is perfectly legal. So tomorrow,
Oakland, yeah.
they hope to start the process to change the law. Nearly every muffler shop in Oakland is installing Whistler tips. It's a piece of metal welded inside the exhaust pipes that makes the car audible for almost a mile.
Tell me about the whistles.
The whistles got whoop.
Anybody that has it in their neighborhood is going to be totally driven crazy. It sounds like what?
When you want to whoop whoop, it's that whoop whoop. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the flows. They didn't trip out the flow masters.
That decoration, man. It's just for
Yeah.
decoration. That's it, and that's all, man. We do it for decoration.
You have it on your car?
Yeah, I got it on my car.
It was being installed on their car. Roxanne Brunn says the high-pitched tone, like the squeal of a BART train that doesn't stop, is keeping her awake at night. Police have told her it is legal.
They think it's a fad. It's going to go away. It's not going away.
You're damn right, Roxanne.
And it's driving you nuts.
It's driving me nuts. I work at home. I can't concentrate when it goes on for hours.
Some neighbors are saying way too loud.
That's only in the morning. You supposed to be up cooking breakfast or somebody, and so that's like an alarm
I
clock.
can't stand niggas.
Bob Rubb
Yo,
and
watch
Lowell
this
Sis
part.
were proud
Watch
to show
me
it
go on
off.
the other side of the road and almost hit this car.
Some Oakland residents will complain about the noisemakers Tuesday night at the city council meeting.
He just
Until
blew
the
that
law
stop
changes,
sign.
Marcelo Cabrera says he will keep installing them. Would you want it in your neighborhood?
No, I won't.
No.
I won't. But that's what they want. And, my business is sell the pipes, so I have to sell whatever they want and whatever people want.
Hey,
I'll
there
sell
you
it.
go.
An AC Transit bus
It's
driver
bringing
told us
business
the
in.
noise is so loud you can't even hear the siren from an approaching ambulance. So far, they've caused no known accidents. In Oakland,
Okay.
Mark Jones, Cron.
Yeah, he almost took the whole neighborhood out.
Hey,
That's
no,
early
Darren.
in the morning.
Hey, Darren,
People
that's
supposed to
your
be
people.
getting up eating breakfast and shit.
Hey, Darren, that's your people. Man.
That is my people. I fuck with them.
That is your people. Woo, woo.
Ain't no
She
way.
said it's only for decoration. Well, then why is it loud as hell? Man.
Oh man,
But
they
there's
are
a
wild
difference
for that
between,
one.
like,
Yo, can we play?
Irish-
Can we play back just the end part where he drives out? He tries to peel off at the end there.
Right there,
Yo,
yeah.
Almost died.
yo, dude,
Bro, he
ran the
almost died,
stop
you right.
sign, hit the car. He was on the opposite side of the road. What were
Bob
they
Rubb
thinking?
and
They're like,
Lowell
can we
Sis
get
were
another
proud
one?
to
He's like,
show it
no, that's
off.
good.
Some Oakland residents will complain about the noisemakers Tuesday night at the city council meeting.
Where's he
Until
going?
the law changes, Marcelo Cabrera says he will keep installing them. Would you want it in
He
your
broke
neighborhood?
All
I
the
would.
traffic
Bro,
laws.
he broke all this.
The real
All
question
the
for y'all.
laws. On
The real-
camera. They about to arrest him
I
right.
didn't even hear the whoop. I didn't even hear it either.
That nigga's funny.
Man,
So let me ask y'all this: y'all, if y'all the business owner, would y'all keep?
The whistles go woo.
Anybody that
Damn, bro, that nigga, he gives me Marshawn Lynch vibes too.
yes, he does. Better believe it.
Damn.
Man, would y'all keep installing these if y'all was the business owner?
Hell yeah.
No.
It depends where I live in terms of where my business is.
Stop driving an hour to work anyway. I don't care.
Hey, it ain't in my neighborhood. My business is good.
Oh man,
That's
crazy.
cold-blooded.
Oh
All
man,
right, thank you for that. That's good comedic relief there.
this
All right,
is
man.
hilarious.
Introduce this
This
video.
is hilarious. These kids imitate athletes perfectly, but this is not a game to these kids. This is real. This is their scholarship. Their NBA.
This
Frank,
man
go
is-
ahead. You
this
just gotta
boy
see
is
this one, y'all.
third grade in Scott. Is he talking scholarships in third grade?
Hey, bro,
Watch this.
they're giving eighth graders full rides.
Oh, third. Good baby.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay. There you go. Uh-oh, he said you little.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Wow.
Okay. So
I mean,
here's
I'm
my
fine with
thing.
that.
It's one thing to celebrate you did something, but the spam like three things, you can't be doing that, dog. You can't do the 3 down, you can't do the arrow, and you can't be like your little all in one go.
You're
You
talking
gotta
about the
mix them up a little
kids
bit.
that
They
only
doing
know
whatever
how.
the fuck they want.
they-
Don't you see how they shoes match, bro? They doing what they want.
Bro, they only know how to dance because of Fortnite dances. Tell them to dance, they doing the doing the whole floss thing. They don't know any of the moves, man. I mean, we grew up on Soldier Boy, so I mean, that's that's
Well, I feel
episode.
like as
but-
kids, we grew up on the and one joint. So
Oh.
everybody was trying to be hot sauce. Everybody was trying to be professor, put the ball in your shirt, make people do the full spin around the head, all that stuff.
Ooh, mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Skip to my loot, all that.
Mhm.
All of that. These kids, they growing up on Steph Curry, KD. Bro, I'm sorry. When he says little boy to the kid, that's when I lost it. He was like, you a little boy. You
Like, bro,
little.
you in third grade. You look like you in fifth.
You know what? No, Darren, I agree with you, Darren. But you know who that's really on? It's really on the coaches. Get your kids under control.
They win in the game probably. Shit.
Hey, he making
Nigga, get your kids
buckets.
under control.
Fuck that. I want my kids to have that much swag out there.
Whoa, hey.
When y'all go back to shake hands, if they don't shake hands at the end of the game, then I gotta go get the kids.
Facts.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's wild. All right, I got one more for y'all before we get out of here.
All right.
Tell me what y'all think of this.
Let me tell you something. Stop knocking on my damn door now. Nigga lame as fuck. You lame. You lame.
So these kids were ding dong ditching the door, had the phone set up, and she knew about it. So she said, "Stop knocking on my door."
So they
I
were
don't know,
filming.
Kids ding dong ditching still.
So they ding dong ditch, but they leave their phone there to get the reaction.
Yeah.
I didn't even see the ding dong ditch.
That sounds like the most unsafest thing in the world. You know how
Right.
easy it would be for some if you like, bro. If you do that to me, I'm just taking the phone in the house, turning it off,
Oh, you gonna
and
learn today?
you gonna be out of a phone.
Now you gotta come get it and explain to me how I got it.
Exactly. How did I get this? Exactly, bro. What?
Oh. I'm
I
just
need
glad
one
kids
more.
are still ding dong ditching.
I need one more.
You need one more? All right, let's you want
This
to
one's
try one?
funny. Or we can do the billionaire one.
It's up to you.
Let's do the funny one.
This one's funny.
All right, let's check this out.
And I think it's up to us as citizens to do the same. When a young African American walks in a Cheesecake Factory with a Make America Great Again hat, he shouldn't be verbally accosted. You should maybe inquire as to why he's wearing it if you want to hear his point of view, but he should by no means feel that he's not welcome in a restaurant.
Okay.
This is the problem that we have as Americans, and we can all do better.
Mark, I know you want to respond to that. What did you want to say?
Nah, I was wondering what to do was in Cheesecake Factory, but I think for me, you know, most
Hey, look at that face.
you know, that
He's not happy at all. Look at that shit.
He's big mad.
When you try to make a point at work and nobody give a fuck, bro.
You know what platform you on? You can't
I was
be
like,
vouching for
bro, you
that.
trying to talk about Trump here?
He
in
said,
Cheesecake Factory?
he said, Mark, I know you wouldn't respond to that.
I wonder why he's in the Cheesecake Factory.
I feel like homie had a valid option.
He said,
here's what I
Olive
heard about the
Garden,
Cheesecake
it
Factory.
don't matter. Red
I heard
Lobster.
people like the Cheesecake Factory is because they're everywhere. They're in every city, and they have a variety of things that you can choose from. That's why
I
I
like
people
the
like the
cheesecake.
Cheesecake Factory.
They got big plates.
That's
Their
funny.
portions are nice.
My man was trying to be professional and shit, and this nigga just started cracking jokes.
He made a valid point, but nah,
It was
you
funny,
gotta,
man.
There's a time and a place. You got to know.
You gotta read your audience.
You knew what was going to happen.
Yeah,
Alright.
you know.
Y'all got anything else?
We go all day, but
We end up on the grandma. I think that was probably the last one we finished on.
All right, bet. This is just grandma getting it in the kitchen.
I got some security check in.
Bro, what do you do? What do you do in this scenario? You walk in your friend's house like, yo, my grandma, she making something for us real quick. All right, bet. You go in there, you like, dang, your grandma listen to the. Oh, wait, whoa, wait a minute.
This when you got to take TikTok off your grandma's phone.
Exactly. Delete the app.
That's going to be me and Katrina in like 30, 40 years. I mean, I'm going to still be listening to the
I thought she
jams.
was looking scrumptious doing all that though.
I can see Trav just coming into the room like.
I'm gonna have to be like, hold my cane, Darren. You know, I like to get down.
when you open up those that peppercini and it's you that first one hits.
The first one hit you crazy.
Oh man,
that's funny.
But is she really a grandma though? I mean, damn.
She got white hair.
How old your kid?
She looked like she's stressed enough.
Yeah.
She had Becky had back. I mean,
Those glasses are thick, bro. You see the shade, the shadow underneath, like she's seen shit.
She said, "Little motion in the ocean, all you need."
Man,
shit.
Can you hear? Are you okay, Darren?
The road is loud, man. The road is loud.
Oh my god.
That's great.
There are roads that are loud. That is a thing.
Darren said the road loud.
It was loud.
He goes, see right there.
All right, gentlemen.
Man.
All
right.
Well,
Rob, you want to wrap us up for the 100th episode?
Yep. Once again, y'all, we would like to thank you for listening to another episode of the Purple Pill Podcast. Thank you for checking in with us. Thank you for being with us for 100 episodes. We also would all like to thank Trev for coming on this episode. We really appreciate it. So thank you for coming on.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for inviting me. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. So I'm glad we finally got to be able to do it. Looking forward to it.
Trev, they give you a hoodie?
No, I ain't getting no hoodie yet.
Everybody that's on the 100th episode get a hoodie. I'm getting them.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting them.
Okay.
I'm getting them soon.
All right. We ain't talking about sports. We ain't talking about sports betting, so we gonna have to come back to that.
Here's the next episode. You pull up on me, be like, "Yo, where's it at?"
Where it at? I got the dog in me.
What you want the over under is gonna be before after 200th episode.
Damn.
Ooh.
Damn.
Okay. I hope it's the under. Damn.
It's
Never know. It took 80 episodes for me to get mine, so just saying.
And he got it. He got it.
Okay.
Oh man.
We'll see.
Once again, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all next week. Peace out.
Peace.
I'm stuck.